Should I self-publish or go with traditional publishing? This is a question that many authors ask themselves. Today, I'm here to answer all your questions about the difference between self and traditional publishing. I recently attended a presentation given to my writers group by Ingrid Gearhart. She's a fiction writer with one traditionally published YA novel, but she's also self-published a series of spicy romance novels. Miss Gearhart gave us all this great handout that covers basically all the aspects of traditional versus self-publishing. I'll post a link to some more close-up pictures of this if you want to go through and fill it out yourself. She started with a writing prompt inviting us to take a few minutes and write down your version of success. What does your ideal author career look like? She has this divided into several helpful sections: marketplaces, genres, your writing schedule, creative control, marketing, and money. So I'll just briefly read the questions under each section. Marketplaces. Do you want a physical copy of your book, or is an ebook okay? Do you want to see your book in a physical bookstore, Barnes & Noble, Book Bungalow, etc.? Do you like pitching your books to bookstores yourself, or want someone else to do it for you? Do you like doing in-person events, festivals, conventions, school visits? Under genres, we have, do you write fiction or nonfiction? If you write nonfiction, do you have a platform and are you selling something else? Course, services, etc. Do you write in any of these genres? Romance, mystery, crime, thriller, fantasy, or sci-fi? Do you see your genre as niche or mass market? Do you write multiple genres or want to? Are you willing to stick to one genre for a few years? Do you write children's books, picture books, middle grade, young adult? Do you want to write a series or standalones? Do you like to write to market and think about trends, tropes, etc.? Or do you think that's selling out? Under your writing schedule, she has, is this the only book you're going to write? Or do you have a whole bunch of ideas you want to write or publish? How fast can you write a book? 2 years, 1 year, 6 months, 3 months, 1 month? Do you see yourself making a body of work, writing 10 books, 20 books, 50 books, etc.? Under creative control, the questions are, how much of a control freak are you? Do you like working with others or want all the creative control? Will you be upset if you don't get to decide the cover? Will you be upset if the name of the book is changed? Do you want an agent who will take 15% of everything you make? Do you like the idea of working with an editor? How do you deal with rejection? Are you willing to send out 100 query letters to get an agent and be rejected 99 of those times? Will you get discouraged if you don't sell your book and not write the next book? Do you like being a project manager / creative mastermind, hiring editors, cover designers, virtual assistants, making marketing plans, audiobooks, translations? Or do you just want to be a writer? Are you interested in things beyond publishing? Patreons, merchandise, creating your own store and doing direct sales? Do you like moving fast, publishing quickly, and going back to fix things later? Or are you a perfectionist and want it all perfect the first time? Under marketing, she says, do you want to make a marketing plan or have someone else do it? Do you like social media, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, etc.? Are you okay creating consistent content every week or daily? Are you interested in learning Facebook ads, Amazon ads, BookBub ads? Do you like reaching out to influencers, bloggers, etc.? Do you want to create a newsletter / email list and send consistent contact to your readers? Under money, she asks, do you want to be on the New York Times bestseller list? What's more important, making money, living off your writing, or just getting a book published? Do you want to be paid up front and possibly make less later? Do you want to invest in your own books and possibly make a lot more later? Are you okay with waiting until your 10th book before you start making big money? How do you feel about crowdsourcing? Kickstarters? One thing that Gearhart pointed out is that a platform makes you better for nonfiction. You need a service or a course. It's hard to just sell one book. So if you have a lot of followers and something that you're an expert in or already selling, it'll be easier to sell your nonfiction book as well. So when talking about genres, Gearhart explained that you need to write romance, mystery, crime, thriller, fantasy, or sci-fi if you want to make money. If you're writing a literary book, go traditional. If you're writing for mass market, you're fine to self-publish. Niche books are harder to publish in either category. If you write in multiple genres, you're going to need multiple pen names. If you're self-publishing, it's important to stick to one genre. While many people want to self-publish because they like the idea of being able to do whatever you want, It's important to remember you can do whatever you want, but not if you want to make money. If your writing is geared towards children or a younger audience, marketing can be tricky because children don't typically see ads online or buy books for themselves. So you're going to have to target your marketing and your ads to parents and grandparents. If you're writing a single standalone book, you're best to go with traditional publishing. If you're writing a series, you can go with traditional or self-publishing. Series are the bread and butter of self-publishers. If you write to market trends, then you're better off to go with self-publishing, because by the time a book makes it through the whole traditional publishing process, this can take about 2 years and the trend will have died. But if you self-publish, you can crank it out fast enough and publish it and get it to readers fast enough that you're still hitting on that trend. This is where your writing schedule comes in. If you're a really fast writer, then self-publishing can be perfect for you. If you can crank a book out every month, every 3 months, every 6 months, then you will keep your readers engaged and they'll keep buying your material because it's coming out quickly enough. However, if you're a slow writer and it takes you 5 years, 2 years to write a book, then you'll want to go with traditional publishing. It takes a book about 2 years to make it through that whole process anyway. If you're a control freak and don't want to work with an editor or let someone else design your cover or really take much feedback, then you better go with self-publishing. If you're a good team player and want to delegate some of the work and not have to do it all yourself, traditional publishing will be perfect for you. They'll design the cover, they'll help with the editing. If you're not good at taking rejection, you may be tempted to go with self-publishing, but you still get rejection in self-publishing. It just comes in the form of low sales rather than in the traditional form of rejection letters. I've received plenty of rejection letters, and it's a little disappointing at first, but honestly not that soul-crushing. The key thing with rejection letters is to just expect them. And I don't mean being pessimistic about your work and just thinking, I'll never succeed, no one will ever accept this, I'll just get rejection letters, because then what's the point of even trying? But statistically, be aware about 1 out of every 100 submissions you make will be accepted. The thing you have to understand about marketing is you're going to have to do it yourself either way. Unless you're a famous person, traditional publishers don't really do much marketing for you. I was really surprised when I learned that, and that's actually what influenced me to go with self-publishing. I was at a writing convention in February, and I ended up attending a presentation by the woman who helped ghostwrite The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen Covey. She's been in the publishing industry for a long, long time, done lots of different editing work, worked on lots of different books, had her own books published, helped publish other people's books. So she has a lot of experience. And in her presentation, she said the same thing that Miss Gearhart said, that if you're a new author, they're not going to do any marketing for you, the traditional publishers. So I went up to her afterwards and I was like, well, if I'm going to have to do my own marketing either way, why traditional publish over self-publish? And she said, well, it's been legitimacy for a long time. Self-published books and authors weren't taken as seriously, but that's starting to go away. People are getting more comfortable with the internet and with ebooks, and people don't care if you're self-published anymore. So the only real difference, she said, is that you'll be making $6 a book versus $2 a book. And I was like, well, that's a no-brainer then. I'm gonna do my own marketing either way. I'm gung-ho, I'm on board about this. My husband actually does social media marketing for a living, so let's go, let's do this. Marketing is super key to your success as a writer, if making money is part of your vision of success. For some writers, it's not. Some people just want to have a book out there, and that's fine. But you will not start making any money until you start running ads. Facebook, Google, somewhere. Setting up an email list is another really important part of marketing. Miss Gearhart told us that you don't really start making a lot of money until your 10th book in self-publishing, which is kind of disappointing, but I already have like 3 series planned with at least 9 books in each. So Miss Gearhart's writing career is actually really interesting to me. She started out traditionally published with her YA book, but then when she started writing spicy romance, she decided to self-publish under a different pen name. And the fact that she started out traditional published and made the choice to go to self-published says a lot to me. I want control, I want profit, I don't want to wait. I don't just have one book in my head, I have tons. So traditional publishing was really not the right path for me, but it could be the right path for you. If you have one book that you want to publish as a standalone, if you don't want to have to do most of the work, if making money isn't a big factor for you, if you aren't interested in building a platform, if you don't already have a fan base, traditional publishing could be great for you. So to sum it all up, self-publishing is great if you like moving fast and being in control. Traditional publishing is great if you're a perfectionist and like having a team to support you.